Okay, y'all. Hey, let's get into this intuitive reading, this intuitive message, this tarot card reading, tarot card message for DDG and Halle Bailey. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot, sometimes it's not. You got to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're always here, welcome back, friend. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. First things first, Spirit is acknowledging there's a lot of emotion here, but there's also a lot of sacral sexual energy. And there's this energy of one or both pointing fingers, pointing blame. Remember, when one finger is pointed, several fingers are pointed back. But there's this energy of aren't you precious, suffering, full, disdain, displeasure, content, poking fun, and read between the lines. And this relationship is really about them two choosing each other and creating a windy path for one and or the other. Okay, it feels like this is a layered energy, which means they both have chosen this windy path and they're not choosing to come off of it. Not my business, not my problem. Buckle up, thank you, Spirit, and enjoy the ride. That's your business. But Spirit is acknowledging that one and or both of them are running around like a chicken with their head cut off because of this choice. Because of this choice, there's imbalances in the heart chakra. There are delays, and it's impacting how they are grounding themselves, how they are feeling grounded in this current energy. They're feeling very busy, overwhelmed, frenzy, deadline, stress, refocus, and redo for best results. Spirit is also acknowledging return to your cellular family, return to yourself, return to your physical family. How's your mom and them? It feels very lopsided when it comes to one and or both in regards to their interaction with their physical family and their spiritual family. And so Spirit is saying, like, come home, pay attention, wake up, let's go, let's get grounded, let's reunite, let's get there ASAP. Okay, how does Halle currently feel about DDG? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so there's this energy of her acknowledging that this energy, this relationship is hotter than blue blazes. Her intuition is on the bottom, which means she's not listening to her higher intuitive self. A lot of solar plexus energy and a lot of sacral sexual energy here. It does affect the heart chakra. Passion could be a fire sign in the area of business and also in the area of romance. But passion, sensuality, amorousness, chemistry, longing, and an instant crush. But in this regard, this passion, in this regard, though, there is a boat being stalled, which means someone, one end or both, she has her boat stalled here because there's an energy of saying, wait a minute, I need to stop and take a moment of reflection. How did I get here? Well, how do I take accountability and responsibility for my choices? I do see water, letting me know that this could be a water sign and or could be emotional, but I also see and acknowledge like there's ups and downs, acknowledging there's been ups and downs in their relationship, sending her love and light. There is a treasured objective right now. If the good Lord is willing and the creek don't rise, she will learn it. But if not, that's her business. But she needs to be determined, and then she needs to focus on the smooth sailing. Like, you don't have to get through this situation and burn bridges. Okay, Spirit is also acknowledging that there's something that she's doing that he's doing that's putting a bad taste in her mouth, and she's trying to turn lemons into lemonade. She's trying to get grounded, and she needs to get rooted and grounded in her root chakra, but she's trying to make lemonade. She's trying to be optimistic. She's trying to persevere and seek opportunity and genius. But this bad taste could be towards a manifestation and or a pregnancy. Okay, I do see sexual energy, sacral sexual energy. I do see that solar plexus energy, that fire in the belly. I do see that she's protected, but this bad taste in her mouth is towards the manifestation and or a pregnancy. It's again, thank you. She's trying to persevere. Thank you, Spirit, and or turn lemons into lemonade. Be that around the manifestation and or the pregnancy. Okay, she's trying to focus on abundance, fertility, beliefs, support, growth, warmth, beginnings, and in your prime. Okay, cards are enough. Okay, now how does is my deck all over the place? Like, come on. Come on. Okay. How does DDG feel about Halle Bailey? Okay, he's acknowledging when it comes to Halle Bailey, the pot calling the kettle black. It is being communicated upon, affecting the throat chakra. They both are protected, but there's an energy of hypocrisy, projection, blame, similarity, and introspection is needed. Step back, hindsight is 20/20. Halle Bailey and DDG. Spirit said, release. Release. It's calling on them to release. Halle Bailey and DDG. Spirit said they're having some good times, but someone just cannot function. And I don't know what is going on with this leg. Y'all be careful with y'all's legs. Now, someone just cannot function. Also, someone is trying to heal in this relationship. And in the middle of the deck, spell work. I tell you guys all the time, when you call forth people and you take them off of their path to get onto your path, and it is not a part of their righteous path, they will inevitably get up off of there because it is not a part of their plan that they've set for themselves. Be that through why they are distracted, because of your spell work. And it's going to bite you in the end. It's going to be something you cannot get rid of. Do you understand what I'm saying? I say it all the time. Like, be careful. Be careful. But people, people get the power of choice. DDG and Halle. DDG and Halle. I say to the ancestors. I say to the universe. Silent cry. Somebody's going to be crying, hugging their heart at night, wondering why. Not my business. Okay, so we see the moon card. This is acknowledging a manifestation and or a pregnancy. Whatever you're trying to suppress is coming to the surface. Water sign energy is connected to this. Could be a water sign and or could just be emotional. But what you do in the dark comes to the light, okay? Spirit is acknowledging that they're crying, they're silent cries because something they thought was going to happen is not happening. It's subconscious. Like, even though you're hugging your pillow, I thought this was going to be my wife. I thought it was going to be my husband. I thought it was going to be my man. Spirit said the lies you tell, not my business, DDG and Halle Bailey. The moon card. Second time we see the moon card. So there are illusions, but it don't even matter. Your eyes going to be wide open here in a minute because what you do in the dark comes to the light. Whatever you're trying to suppress or is coming to the surface. You cannot push it down. It has to. It has to reveal what is true and what is false. It's just a part of the plan. It's a part of how it is structured. Okay. And that could be in regards to a manifestation and or a pregnancy as well. Lots of emotion and or could be a water sign. And someone is exhausted in this. They're exhausted in trying to keep this under, trying to repress this from coming to the surface. Okay. And with exhaustion, with the Four of Swords, they can't even rest. You're exhausted because you can't even get rest around this situation, like constantly in fear of the situation coming to the surface. And Spirit said with the World card, this is complete. This is over. It's going to happen. And this chapter will close when it does. And you pick up the pieces and you move on with life. Okay. Don't cry over no spilled milk. That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted, though. Okay, Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey and DDG. Okay. Stuck in the mud is in reverse. When this card is reversed, it reminds you that you're stuck due to your own obstinate desire to get what you want. That's what I've been trying to say. When you pull somebody off of their path to be with you because you want it, who is you? Not my business. Okay. So, when and how you want it. Perhaps it's uncomfortable to admit that the course of action you've chosen for yourself isn't right for you now. The course of action you've chosen for yourself isn't right for you now. See how you get what you want on the forefront, but in the back end it kicks your ass? You can struggle in the mud and get nowhere, or take a moment to observe where you are. Then step out, wash away the dirt, dry off, and find other things to do. A much better adventure awaits you. You'll know when it's time to embark upon it. Okay, so get out of the mud and stop standing there stuck, because at any point you can remove yourself from this obstacle, but you're choosing to stay there. Why is the question. Next to that, we get Ghostlands in reverse. When the Ghostland card appears reversed, it is a sign that you are wandering in an emotional or intellectual place with no real substance. There is no point longing for that which has already gone or hasn't happened yet. Perhaps you've created a fantasy of the good old days or some elusive utopian destination that lies somewhere in the future when this or that happens to make things better. Live one day at a time. Each day is a new beginning filled with the truth and beauty. Stay away from the ghostlands of the past and future. So someone is hanging on to what could have been, what might have been, what you wanted it to become, and this ain't that. Avoid nostalgia and longing for something better. Find joy in what is present in your life today. And that's easier said than done. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but I gotta read the energy just as it comes. Okay, DDG and Halle, what's the tea? Check out my other readings on them. Spirit said there's envy in this relationship. There's attracting moths to their light. So someone is attracting moths, and this situation is outdated, disused, old news, discarded. So there's some things that people are speculating and are thinking, and it's already happened. It just hasn't come to the surface for the collective to view. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, some stuff that they're dealing with that people are assuming is factual, and they've already dealt with it and gone through it. But there's some things that they don't want to admit. They're acknowledging, like, yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, I already knew about that, but we didn't confirm it with you. Okay, you see what I'm saying? But Spirit said, again, there's still some stuff that's coming to the light. So it is what it is. I mean, somebody is into it, okay? Somebody's into the brouhaha. Spirit said, let's just keep it a buck, okay? All right. New love, celebration, social events, new beginnings, proposal, fertility with the Ace of Cups. Spirit is also acknowledging subconsciously that someone is setting goals with the Page of Pentacles. Could be an earth sign energy as well. Water sign, earth sign. Setting goals, building a foundation, grounded young person, good news, creating a plan. And this is going to happen really fast with the Eight of Wands. Excitement, sudden change, communication, things moving quickly in those areas, okay? Sending them love and light. How does DDG currently feel about Halle? Manipulation, wastefulness, and scatter energy with the Magician. How does Halle currently feel about DDG? Thank you. Materialism, holding on to someone and or something tightly. Being possessive, hoarding. Okay. What's next for Halle and DDG? Someone's being very hopeful, believing in themselves, having faith in creativity and healing, moving forward. But Spirit is acknowledging subconsciously their separation, losing interest, an unhappy couple with the Two of Cups. In reverse, overindulgence, no social life, canceled events with the Three of Cups in reverse, creating a lot of emotion, sending them love and light. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.